My name's Chip Harris, born and raised in Huntsville. Worked as a lineman for the Huntsville Utilities for 37 years. 2 daughters. My wife, been together for 39 years. I'd always been healthy, did all my physicals and everything was fine. But when my doctor told me that I had kidney disease and that my liver failed and that it couldn't be fixed without a transplant, his exact words were, "This is the road you're on." And it's not an easy road. And he's right. My mindset was to make sure I had everything in order because I really didn't expect to be here. I knew what it was going to take for me to get this transplant, for me to stay here, that there was a sacrifice that had to be made. 21 days, June of 21, in the hospital. Multiple times, ammonia levels would go up. I didn't know who I was, didn't know who my family was. I got down to 150 pounds. I was really sick. There wasn't much they could do for me. You hear how long you can be on a transplant list. People don't make it, waiting. And then, just by the grace of God, I'm here.
Jeff was always the type of person where if there was a need, he would do whatever he could to meet that need. And so even in his passing, we knew that's what he would want to do.
The decision that we made during the hardest moment of our lives, the hardest moment we've ever went through as a family, that was easy, making that decision. It was an easy decision in a hard moment.
He was probably the most passionate person I had ever met in my life. Like, he exuded passion and happiness 24/7. You know, he was my role model. Like, I lived my life to be like him, like how he was.
Jeff would give the shirt off his back. He never met a stranger. So when we were approached to do the organ donor, we felt like it was only the appropriate thing to do. Well, he was the love of my life. And he was a wonderful father and the best papa and unc around. If Jeff had to pick somebody, he would pick the person in need the most. And probably the person who felt like they didn't deserve it the most. But that was just him because he found you so valuable and he loved you and he didn't even know you.
Put on the transplant list on July the 7th. I was in surgery on the 13th, getting a liver and a kidney. When you're resigned in your mind that you're not going to make it, that the end's coming and it's coming fast, because you can tell it's getting worse every day. And when you wake up every morning and you look at the ceiling and you can't believe that it's another day, and you have this anticipation for our transplant. So when you get that phone call, it's just tears. It's just tears. And you're excited. And then when it's done, it's just like everything does change. You've almost forgot how good it felt to feel good till you feel good again. And then when you feel good again, you feel normal. And you can do stuff that you could do that you hadn't done in a long time. And it's life-changing. And it's very humbling. You just see things from a completely different perspective. And if you didn't have patience before, you will have more patience. because you never think about what other people are going through when you see them. You say a prayer for them. You can't replace their loved one, but you can tell them that you love them. Because you do.
It's been really healing just to see it kind of come full circle and to think back to the moment, to the week, the days where we had to make that decision. And I mean, we all sat around wondering, like, does the recipient know? How are they doing? Are they excited? Are they nervous?
When I wrote my letter to my donor family, it was not an easy letter to write. In my mind, it's jubilation, and you're celebrating being here, all along knowing that somewhere there's a family hurting. So it's not easy to do. You'll wad up a lot of paper, but you just want to try to help with their hurt, to know that their sacrifice meant something, and that you just hope it makes a difference to know that you saved someone's life.
I went to the mailbox and it said Legacy of Hope. It was pretty overwhelming. It took a few days to process for me.
You think about it, that you'll write a letter and your donor family will get it. You may hear from them. They may live miles and miles away. And you may arrange to meet sometime and just meet in a park or in a restaurant. You might meet them one time and send a card every now and then. But to find out that your donor family is just walking distance from your home, it's pretty amazing.
You know, you can see the healing that Jeff's organ brought to him, and it was just nothing but good feelings all the way.
I mean, that's a gift to us, too, you know. I mean, he received a gift, but we did too.
You don't think about the benefits it's going to bring you. I mean, you really, in that moment, you're just thinking this is going to save somebody else's life, hopefully, and the pain and the grief and the sorrow that you're feeling. But now that we're almost 15 months into it, like, there's just so many blessings that has come from us being, you know, a donor family and, you know, following through with what Jeff wanted to do, and in ways that my mind couldn't even comprehend.
It changes you. It changes the person that you want to be towards others, to your family, to, you know, your as parents. And I'm very appreciative of that.
It's hard to describe the feeling of knowing that your time's up and you get a second chance. It's the most incredible thing. I don't think there's actually words to describe it. It's just wonderful to be here. I love life more than I think I've ever loved it. He was a minister. He saved souls. His last act was saving me and others.
What it did for us as a family, even our extended family, like my sister-in-law, they're now organ donors. You know, they have it on that because what happened with Jeff and what we walked through as a family, it's just made us realize, like, it really is important. And so it's just really brought a lot of awareness and understanding to our family as a whole. And so I would definitely say be an organ donor, because it isn't just for them. It is also for you. It's for your healing.
Because there's things in life that I think we all take for granted because it's just so easy. It's here. It's always here. Everything's always here. It's always right there where you can touch it. When you get that back, you appreciate things, and you just see everything differently. It changes. You hold your family tighter. You don't want to miss a moment. You don't want to close your eyes when you wake up in the morning. You're ready to get up. You don't want to miss another second, another moment of anything.